Yeah, it's the 501, baby. You know how we get down on the Woo Pig podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G Holmes, it's the bag. Big sexy. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, podcast, 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 woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, pig, pig, podcast, football, basketball, whatever you need, podcast, woo, pig, shout out the fans, man, woo, pig, keep the support live, let's get it, podcast, you know we gon' keep it real every time, every single time, woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, pig, we too cold, baby.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Woo Pig Podcast. Coming to you live from the Insurance Max Studios, where we talking about everything Arkansas Razorback football and basketball every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Man, also check out the website, thewoopig.com. Man, but I really want you to experience peace of mind with Insurance Max, your one-stop solution for home, auto, and commercial insurance statewide. Don't wait. Call today for a free, no-obligation quote. Secure your future with Insurance Max, where protection meets affordability. Dial now and safeguard what matters most. 870-534-2823. West, Caleb, and Sandy, they're going to get you real taken care of over there. And, man, the Woo Pig Podcast, we streaming on all major platforms. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Man, we even on Rumble. Make sure you subscribe to us on all platforms. And if you enjoy the audio version only, you can catch us everywhere. Apple Podcasts, but we really rock with Spotify. I ain't got to tell you why. Just go run it up for your boys. But we can't forget about our guys, 3M Electric, the OG sponsor serving Northwest Arkansas. They are your trusted commercial and residential electrical contractor. As a SDV OSB, they're dependable and reliable with no job, too big or small, when it comes to your electrical needs. Contact 3M Electric, 479-408-9865. Let them know you heard it on the Woo Pig Podcast. They got something special for you. And our newest sponsor, Remax Platinum, serving Central and South Arkansas. Hey, you looking to find your dream home, sell a property hassle-free? Hey, look no further than Remax Platinum, where client satisfaction is their top priority, whether you buying, selling, or investing. Melody and her team, man, they got you taken care of on your real estate journey to make it smooth and successful. Ready to take that next step? Hey, give her a call, 501-366-4407. Let them know you heard it on the Woo Pig Podcast, Remax Platinum. They'll get you taken care of. Man, and always, you know who I got in the building. Hey, it's supposed to be the bad little brother, but the bad little brother doing bad little brother things. You already know what's going on. But I got Box in the building with us, man. Oh, my goodness. Man, what's going on with your Box?
What's good, OD?
Hey, man. I am having a great, wonderful Saturday other than the storming. So if the lights go out, if the stream just cut off, you all already know what happened. It's storming out here where I'm at, so just keep that in mind. But man, DZ, you was out of pocket when we came to you, man. So how your day going today, man?
Man, hey, it was good until that 2-year-old got to getting a little crazy on me. But outside of that, I'm good, man. I'm, blessed to be here. I'm all good. Y'all all right?
Man, we good, baby. We good. But man, we had earlier we had a podcast, man. A little show with Anthony Bucko Switzer. Hey, man, if you ain't seen that, make sure you go check him out. That's a new hog that we got. 85 tackles last year, 8 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 4 pass deflections, 1 interception. Hey, what'd you guys think about him, man?
I love the interview. I think the biggest fear, and I can speak for the fans for this, the biggest fear we had when we lost Snacks was we losing a high-intensity guy. We losing a guy that care about the team, a brotherhood-type player, the type of guy that hold teams together. And he was that. He scratched all of those boxes. So I feel like we in good hands. If the game matched the heart, he gonna be a baller for us. So I think that was a good pickup for sure. I like the interview a lot.
Yeah. Box, what you think about him?
I think he one of them players that bleed Razorback red. And sometimes you need one of them on your team because they'll run through a brick wall for you. They're going to leave it all on the field because it's just different playing when you playing for something instead of playing for nothing. He playing for something. He playing because he's a Razorback. And we done seen what players do when they play because they love the Razorbacks from Arkansas. I think he gonna do good.
I do too. I'm looking to see him out there. So definitely gonna be looking forward to seeing him out there, man. So if y'all ain't seen that video, make sure you go check that out right after this one. Hey, it's up and ready to roll for y'all, man. But
His
man,
energy
moving
crazy.
on. We only had 2 Hogs drafted today, man. Cam Little and Bo Limmer, man. Did y'all expect any other Hogs to be drafted? Is this what y'all thought it would be?
I just expected one more. That was Nudie.
Man, I'm surprised. I'm
Facts.
surprised Nudie didn't get drafted, man. I really thought he was that guy.
Like Bo Limmer over Nudie to me is insane. But I mean, I'm not hating on Bo Limmer. You know, go do your thing. But
I think Bo
I'ma say
Limmer
this.
is.
yeah,
Go ahead.
whoever signed Nudie got a steal, and it looked like it's gonna be the Vikings right now.
Boo.
I think Bo Limmer is more of a need in the NFL than Nudie. That's when Bo Limmer got drafted.
Why you say that?
It's easier to find a cornerback than it is a center in the NFL.
I can see that. It's just, you know, with the league trending to such a passy league, a pass-first league, you would think a cornerback would be more important as well. But I feel you, though. The O-line is where it starts.
Yeah, so as what they saying in the comments, yeah, Minnesota, he in Minnesota. So, man, I wish Nudie the best, man. Just not when he play the Bears. Do what you do. Just not against the Bears.
And
That's
let
when
me
he
run
gonna-
down
hey.
the guys that didn't get drafted that's looking like they signing the teams, too. Because, you know, like I said, Nudie the Vikings. Antonio Greer, the transfer linebacker, he just signed with the Buccaneers. John Morgan III, he just signed with the Patriots. So, I mean, them boys, they getting looks. They definitely getting looks. But, yeah, this was not a strong draft for us.
Yeah, but sometimes when you get drafted, when you don't get drafted and you can pick and choose where you go, that's actually better situation than getting drafted in the 6th, 7th round.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But now when you come into camp, hey, your bag's at the end of the hall. You know what I'm saying? The draft picks sit up here. You sit back there. You might get a spot. That's my only fear about signing, because you might not even get a fair shake.
Man, that's the NFL football, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't stay. You know, it is what it is. Hey, you either good enough or you not. So
Did Dietrich Wise get drafted by the Patriots, or was undrafted free agent?
nah,
Yeah.
he got drafted.
He
Yeah, he got
definitely got drafted.
Cam Little went to the Jaguars. Yeah,
I like
he went in
that.
the 6th round to the Jags. So
Anytime you get drafted as a kicker, you doing something good.
yeah,
Facts.
'cause kickers don't ever get drafted. We drafted a punter in the 4th round, bro.
Oh, my gosh. Only Chicago.
You know what that mean, OD? That mean y'all punter sucked so bad last year. They had to waste a draft pick to get one.
Yeah, I punted this. He sucked bad, man.
Wait, y'all drafted a punter this year?
In the 4th round, bro.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but the Chicago Bears ain't got it. They done drafted good the past couple of years. They done picked up a lot of good free agents. They can blow a pick like that.
Yeah. So I'm looking. Man, I'm ready for football, man. I tell you, I am. But before we get into this football, man, we gonna talk about some basketball a little bit. Finally, man, Calipari is in the kitchen.
Uh-oh.
He got some guys coming in, man. We got Billy. Run them down, DZ. I can't remember them dudes' names. Who all we got coming in?
All right, let's get to it, man. So We got Boogie Flan coming in. He was originally committed to Kentucky with Cal, 5-star combo guard, number 2 nationally. Just a top 20 player. I think he number 19 is his official rank. But yeah, 6'2", 170, Boogie Flan, a big get. And then we got Billy Richmond, 6'5", 200. His dad actually played for Cal when he was at Memphis. So we should have known he was going to follow Cal. He seemed like he a Cal family man type dude. 5-star small forward, number 22 nationally. Just some really, really big commits. And then we already talked about Carter Knox. So, yeah, man, we got some boys. We got Big Z to center. And hopefully we keep rolling them in. Like, I haven't seen anybody that I was like, eh. Like, remember when we got Bob Marley last year and we all was on the show like, who? We ain't getting none of them. I think them days is over with Cal.
Mm-hmm.
I think with the players he got, I don't think Big Z is going to be a center. I think he's going to be a dominant power forward because he can stretch the floor. I think one of them guys coming in this week ain't going to be the center. But them three freshmen, you couldn't ask for 3 players that complement each other more than them 3.
I feel that. It's almost like a point guard, shooting guard, small forward.
Exactly.
And then we got a big man.
Yeah. So we just need the dominoes to fall right for the big guy out of Tennessee that we had on the hill.
Oh my gosh.
We can land him. I think we be cooking then. We might have a starting 5, but man, is anything less than a number 5 recruiting class a fail to y'all?
I think we're going to get number 5 anyway just because of them 3 freshmen, honestly. It's already.
Okay, what about you,
I
D?
think I say top 10. As long as we got a top 10 class, I'm cool. If it's in the top 5, I feel like we need to give Cal his flowers for real. So I'm not going to say, like, let's say we end up with like number 7, number 8. I'm not going to be like, oh, Cal, you should have did better your first season. Nah, man. Like, I think we got to give him a little bit of grace. And I think he doing what he do. He doing good so far. So I'm going to wait to see if they keep rolling in. And if we stop and we go in a little sleeper, that's when it's going to get scary. Like, hold on, what's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, OD, I got a question, though.
What up?
Do you feel better now?
That's the real question.
A little bit. I want to see more players, man. I'm like, dude, we got 4 players.
Yeah, but right now it's just filling out the roster with just good players. You really ain't got to get no more freshmen. You just fill out the roster with good players and still players coming out. There's still players looking. If we get that center, if we get those 2 centers and Hill, you can fill out the roster with anybody else that got some talent.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I'm leery of these freshmen, man, because they don't be strong enough. And then they get just somebody like Oakland, and then they got a 27-year-old still playing basketball, and they're getting pushed around. I don't care if you 5-star or not. You still 18. I'm a grown man out here. I'm 25 playing basketball.
Yeah, but look who he bringing in to complement them. He bringing in older guys that's seniors.
But we ain't got none yet. Where they
We
at?
getting them. You said the same thing 2 weeks ago. We ain't had nobody. We getting them. Just hold your horses.
I'm trying to see him, man. But one guy ain't coming back. Kenneth Anthony. Is Devo really coming back, guys? Man, Devo gone to Oklahoma State, man.
Hey, I want my steak dinner.
Yeah, he owes you that.
Wait, is it official? He officially
he
there?
gone. Oklahoma State, baby.
I love that.
Yeah. And Bambi Legs, he went to K-State. So he got they got a McDowell's All-American. Instead of the Big Mac, they got the Big Mick. Big trash, man.
McDowell. That's funny.
Yeah,
I think with the right coach, you're going to see a different player.
Hey, well, we going to see what he do. All right, we going to see what he do. But, he may be a little bit better. Like I said, 18-year-old versus a developed player. Maybe in 4 years, he'll be a good player. But right now, man, he needs a lot of work. A lot of work. But, man, I really like what Gearing Giffen said, man. Get the likes up. What my likes at? I got 41 likes. Man, we got almost 100. We got 170 people on YouTube. Hit the like button for your boys, man. Just close out the chat. Hit the like button.
Y'all know what to do, man.
Now, let me jump
Rock
back.
with us if you rock with us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, so that's enough of it on the basketball front. I don't think we got much more news on the basketball front yet. But on that football, let's talk about a little football, man. What do you guys think the Hogs need out of the portal right now?
You want to
Are
go
there
first?
any
Box, or
difference
you want me to?
makers left in the portal?
We don't get difference makers no way. So I think we need we need a center, a guard, a defensive tackle, and a nose tackle. That is it.
I agree with all of that. Just add a kicker. Like, go find somebody, anybody. From what I seen at the spring game, we just need some more help. Just it wouldn't hurt to have an extra guy. But yeah, I say everything that Box said. Interior O-line, defensive tackle, and I ain't even gonna lie, I'll take even another linebacker. I know we just got one, but why not? Let's boost it up. I'd rather us be heavy than light for sure. And then to the second part of your question, is it any playmakers left in the portal? I don't know. You know that portal thing's so weird because it's like, are they in the portal because they got beat out upright and they didn't want the competition? Or are they in the portal because they just not worth a D1 scholarship? So I think it's such a chance in that portal, man. So I don't know if it's any good people left. I'll say this. It's not going to be no cream of the crop people left. It might be some middle to bottom feeders. But if they was cream of the crop, they wouldn't be leaving. They wouldn't be looking around.
Well, it's some cream of the crop out there where it's ain't get them. They going to Missouri.
I had an interesting conversation today about portal and how players navigate that. And what was told to me is that you typically have to know you got somewhere to go. You before jumping in the portal, you know you got to connect that you've been talking to that's saying, hey, we got you. So it clearly these guys understand that I'm jumping in the portal. I know where I'm going. I may not have worked out the logistics of NIL, but I know I got somewhere to land because there's no point of jumping in the portal if you ain't got nowhere to go. That makes no sense. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times when we see guys jumping in the portal, they ain't just jumping in the portal to see who throws them a lifeline. They jumping in the portal because they know they got somewhere to go. So I thought that was interesting.
There's more tampering going on right now than any time ever in college football.
Yeah. I didn't want to say that, but you just said it, so that's it. Then that's exactly what it is. It's tampering, but everybody doing it. Everybody's doing it, man. So, hey.
So I got questions with that too. Like, I wish my boy Bovis was here. Bovis, you in here? Because, like, does anybody in the chat know what are the rules to what a coach can and can't do when it comes to contacting players on other teams? Like, can they not text at all? Or, like...
Don't get caught.
Hey, don't get on the phone like your boy Will Wade.
That's crazy.
You got to be sleazy to let your people do the talking and do the contacting. Pittman ain't sleazy. He ain't sleazy enough.
Yeah.
He is sleazy, but he wanna be the good guy sleazy. That's what he is.
Yeah. He got that deep South truthfulness that just don't work no more. Like, nothing wrong with it. But, you know, sometimes when you in the dirt, you gotta dig in a little bit sometimes. Like, you can't be playing by the rules and everybody else cheating. And then you can't be cheating if everybody else playing around the rules. So you gotta find that middle ground. And maybe that's what he struggled with. Because I ain't even like that comment he made a couple of press conferences ago. He said something about yeah, I don't want to get people out the portal, but we do have some needs that we'll try our best to address. And I'm like, bros, use that, love it, learn. I'd rather have a coach say, "Hey, I love the portal, and I'm about to make the most out of it," than somebody who feel like they fighting against it. That's the Dabo Sweeney.
Well, Dabo better start fighting because he making $11 million a year. He better start fighting somebody. Because if he ain't, he gonna be out of a job. We'll be hiring him here at Arkansas for $6 million.
I'll take him. I'll take him.
I hate to say that I would too.
Oh yeah, you right, man. I got a super chat. Let me see what it is, what it do. Big man Ross. Level 3 for Deezy. I don't know what that means. That must be an inside joke.
Hey, yeah, we got this shooting game we play. It's kind of like Call of Duty. And like it's this Jamaican girl. She be like, level 3. So whenever you finna turn up, we be like, level 3.
Man, what game y'all playing? Why y'all ain't put your boy on?
I ain't know you was a shooting game guy. I thought you was just a sports guy. You play
Hey, to be
I play
honest,
anything, man.
to be honest with you, OD, they thought
man.
you were too old to be in a young clique. That's what it was.
Oh man, he's probably right.
Nothing like that.
They like OD
Ross
go to
kicked it with
bed.
us.
They like OD go to bed at 8:30, 9:30 when he ain't on the podcast. He ain't gonna stay up with us.
Hey, let me tell you something about OD, dog. OD will be up till 4 in the morning, man. Man, him and Greg had me up 3, 4 in the morning. I'm like, bro, we been kicking it all day. How are y'all still going?
Hey,
Like, they really the
Deezy,
young ones.
Deezy, they will never have me up that late.
Man, in box one talking about who old.
Hey, it ain't old. I'm smart. I'm not finna go to bed at 4 and get up at 7.
Bro, they be doing that. I'm telling you, that's regular for them.
Man. Hey, we appreciate the super chat, Big Man Ross, man. Shout out to you for that.
Yeah, that's my
Let's see
guy.
how long. We got a short show today, man. We ain't really had a lot to talk about, man. I'm gonna put this link in the chat for anybody who want to come up and talk about some of these topics or anything else you got. There it is. Before we move on, just want to give a big shout out to, man, all of our members. Thank you for supporting the Woo Pig podcast, man, every month. You guys help keep the lights on. We definitely appreciate you guys. So I want to definitely give you guys your flowers, man. Thanks a lot for being the sponsor of the show. And we do got a commercial break real quick. Let me go ahead and holler.
Woo Pig Podcast family, I have one simple question for you today. Why haven't you called me? If you're trying to protect your home, your auto, your motorcycle, your boat, your side-by-side, or more importantly, your business, how do you know you're not paying too much for your insurance? Give me a call today, 870-534-2823. And lastly, continue to support the Woo Pig Podcast.
Hey, Wes, my guy, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all give Wes a call, man, so he can get y'all fixed up on that insurance, baby.
But yeah, hey, y'all come hop in with us, man. I really can't wait to talk to y'all. Like, what's been on y'all mind, Razorback family? What's excited you the most over the news of all these players coming, football and basketball, and what's concerning you? I want to hear all of it. I'm ready to argue too. I ain't gonna lie. That's really what I'm in the mood for.
So I was talking to a friend of mine a couple days ago. We call him the bandwagon because he always bandwagoning. Every he never got a team. He just bandwagon everybody else's team.
Oh my god.
And we was talking about, the Calipari picking up players and all this, that, and in the third. So he actually says this. I got to go back and find the text. There was a lot of text going on with this topic. He says, "Don't get your hopes up, fellas. This just a bunch of dudes cashing in on NIL money. We're gonna suck next year, guarantee." What y'all think about that?
On what? Basketball?
Basketball.
That's impossible.
That's impossible.
Like,
Yes.
what?
It's impossible for us to suck next year.
No, why you say impossible?
Yeah.
It's just impossible. There ain't no way we gonna suck next year. How many teams? Hey, let me ask you this: how many teams? I'm just gonna go with Big Z. How many teams got a 7'2" power forward that can take you down low, block shots, and shoot threes, and quick in college basketball? We ain't talking about center because he's gonna be a power forward. How many teams in college basketball got that on their team?
How do we know we got it?
Replays from last year, the 10 games he did. You can, if you got eyes, you can see.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go.
If you got eyes, and no basketball, the highlights you seen in him last year, that's all you need to see. But back to my question: who got that? Who got that on their team? If we did get a 6'11" guy, our interior is gonna be nasty next year. Either one of them. So that right there alone ensures that we won't be a sour team next year. But I promise you one thing, we can have a better record than last year.
I can't, after what we went through this past season, I can never say impossible again. Because if you would have asked me before this basketball season, and I'm pretty sure we got it on footage, was it possible for us to suck? I would have been like, impossible. We had all these people coming in. I was looking at Leaf Battle highlights. I'm like, bro, we finna win one. What are you talking about? So after that, I feel like anything is possible, good or bad. So
it's not impossible. We got a point guard. We got a New York City point guard that's Kyrie Irving 2.0.
Boogie.
He is coming out of high school, though.
We got a Kyrie Irving point guard from the same place Kyrie Irving from that plays sort of like Kyrie Irving. Them New York boys, they ain't from Kentucky. They ain't from Louisiana. They ain't from Arkansas.
That's true. Yeah. New York, the Mecca.
How many times last year did we say, man, we need a point guard? Now we got one, and you still ain't convinced. So I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and be down. How many down and dumps like y'all? How many times last year did y'all say, well, we need a big guy? We got to have two of them on the same starting lineup. So what part of that is I'm missing?
Well,
who was our small forward last year? Who was our small forward last year?
It should have been Tremont Marks, but
okay. Would you rather have Tremont Marks or would you rather have Billy Richmond, who's offensive and defensive player, and he probably better than Tremont Marks?
To keep it real, I would have. I've seen Tremont Mark though. I feel like if there was anybody I wanted to bring back, it'd be him. So,
bro, that dude, that dude.
Am I tripping?
Wait a minute, that dude disappeared more than Casper the Ghost.
But when he showed up, it was a 30-piece.
We don't need to show him 15 games. We need to show him 25 games out of 30.
True that.
I think we're gonna win 20-some games, and I think by the time the NCAA tournament roll around, we're gonna be gelling.
20 plus?
Yes, 20 plus.
So what you think we gonna do postseason then? Because if you think we gonna win 20 plus, that means we at least Sweet 16 in your head.
We're gonna make it to the Sweet 16. I think Calipari done learned his lesson. He bringing some older guys in with the freshmen. I think that's gonna be the difference.
I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just, I'm always stuck in the middle. Usually OD got to take, G got to take, and I kind of put it together. So I'm still kind of there today. I don't think we going to suck. I don't expect us to be world beaters the first year, but I do think we're going to be way better than last year. So I agree.
You want me to tell you why we're going to be better, DZ, in OD?
Why?
It's because we ain't going to have a 3 freshmen on the team this year.
We ain't gonna have a 3 freshmen.
We ain't gonna have a 3. He ain't recruiting no other high school players for this year. Everybody else gonna be transfers that's older.
We shall see about that, Box.
Who else?
I don't know.
Who else? Name one.
Hey, I don't know. I'm letting Cal do his thing. I'm reacting to it. I have no idea who he gonna bring in. But according to what's out there on the wire, we're hearing next week we're gonna have quite a few guys committing. So
all of them is transfers.
Yeah, possible. Man, they wilding in the comments, man. National champs. Come
30
on
and
now,
5.
big dog. Come on, Johnny Lattimore.
30-5 is crazy.
I saw
How's
that.
that
Who put
how's that
Who
crazy,
said
though?
that?
How's that
Johnny
crazy?
Lattimore, the same dude.
Yeah, but how's that crazy though? If you got Jonell Smith on the team, the Jonell Hill, who's been in the Final Four, by the way. So he's a dog in the postseason. You got the Tennessee guy, if he come, he been in the postseason. You throw a lot of you throw a couple more vets in there with them freshmen. High is 30-5. Crazy. I don't understand it.
Cause I ain't never seen it with my own two eyes. That's why it's crazy, Box.
You seen it yesterday, one in Arkansas. You seen it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was at that.
Yeah. I'm an Arkansas kid. Like, I don't expect, you feel, it's like being the 8th child. I expect hand-me-downs. I don't know how to be the new kid on the block with the new J's. Mello,
Man,
my
unblock me
boy
out
made
the
it out of
chat,
probation.
Boy, that boy's out of probation, boy.
What
Hey,
can I
they done
get
freed my
unblocked,
boy.
man? Golly, man. Niggas want to cry and all that, man. Let me get unblocked out the chat, man. That's all I want to say.
You gotta stop. Hey,
Unblock
you
me
gotta
out
stop.
the chat.
You gotta stop hollering at everybody.
Hey, Box, me
Ray.
and you can go back. Hey, Box, me and you can go back and forth all day. I can't go back and forth for no players. Hey.
No, they on my they on my side too. So you go back and forth with me, they gonna get tired of it too. So you
I
gotta
know
watch
they
who you
gonna block
pick
too,
on.
man. I need to leave you alone too, man.
Nah, like this the thing. We can handle it, but it's certain people. It's like, all right, like we gonna leave the family and kids out of it. You feel me?
Hey,
Easy
it wasn't
though,
even
look.
Mello. It wasn't even us. It was the chat getting tired of you. It wasn't
Nah,
us.
look.
Mo, what it do, man?
What I'm saying, Deezy, look, bro, going back and forth for me. What I'm supposed to
What up, bros? I'm glad y'all got
Huh?
Mello in here because Mello be talking real greasy in that chat.
better believe it.
Well, hey, before we get into it, read my super chat, man. I got a super chat. Man, shout out to my dog Jeremiah, man. We appreciate you. Always supporting the channel, man. He said Arkansas about to have all 5 starters. That's 5 stars. We going to be okay saying we going to suck is hating, or you just don't know basketball.
Facts. Facts.
So, has Cal ever had a bad season with his 5 stars?
Yep.
You just had one.
So, that's what I'm saying. Like, and people think I'm crazy for just saying, hey, don't get your hopes up too crazy. He's had bad seasons with these same 5-star people before.
You know
And
what
I'm
I
not
said? What I
hating.
see? You know what I see, Deezy? You's a wishy-washy young dude. That's the reason they call you little bad brother, because you were sitting on here going against us when we were talking about Cal. And then all of a sudden, you done had time to spend last night to getting drunk, hanging out to 7 o'clock. Now you done lost your mind. This ain't like you to be talking about Cal like that, because you was on me and
Look.
OD when we first got him.
You
All
gotta
right,
understand, though.
So let me ask this
hold on.
question, man. Go ahead, Deezy. Go ahead and get your response on.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying we not gonna have a great season. I'm just saying it's not crazy to be preparing for it. It could possibly not be. And even if it's not, I'ma still support Cal. That's my point. Even if he don't blow it off and let's say we barely win 20 games, but we look better than last season and the team gelling. I'm cool with that.
We winning
No, sir.
20 plus.
So
Yeah,
Mo,
it's over.
What up?
as
What
a
up?
guy
It
who
will-
does reaction videos, you watching film on all these guys. I want you to tell me what you think about Big Z.
Say less. First of all, let me shout out to the bros at the Woo Pig podcast, man. Y'all boys stay doing y'all thing, man. I'm happy to be on here with y'all boys, man. And shout out to Sam Jones and ask him what he know about Queen City. But
Yeah, what you know about Queen City, Sam?
right. But nah, man, Big Z is a true stretch big, bro. He is a 6'2", nimble,
6'2",
big-
7'2".
7'2", big guy that can not only protect the rim, but he can shoot. I'm sure he doesn't have a mid-range shot because most big men don't, but he's a spot-up shooter, bro, and his shot is pure. There is no hitch in his shot at all. You know what I'm saying?
No.
He can protect the rim, and he can also facilitate the offense, not necessarily from a point guard perspective, But if you're driving down the court and you dish him the ball, he will draw defenders to him, and then he has the ability to pass the ball to kick the ball out to the open man, and that's big.
So like
that's
Joker.
regular.
That ain't regular.
Hey,
Melo,
I
how
got a
many big
question.
men can
What-
do that?
Everybody, bro, if you get 2 on you, gotta pass the ball.
Bro, you just talking crazy. Everybody ain't
That's
an
right,
answer.
bro. That ain't
Can-
nothing. Hey,
can
what
Zach
Big Z
Edey
against
do it?
Arkansas? Hold on. What?
Melo.
Yeah. What?
Melo,
Zach Edey do it?
Melo. Hey, Melo, Big
Melo.
Z can pass. Big Z can pass, shoot, block shots, and run the floor. That ain't every
Right.
big
What-
man doing that.
Okay, what Big Z do against us last year? Huh?
Honestly, I think he had a pretty good game
What's
against
your
us.
what's
That's what
your
I was
point
about
with
to
the
say. He balled
question
out.
though?
Right. Right.
He
What
didn't
do
do
you-
nothing
like-
against us. What
So
make y'all
so are
think
you
Big Z
saying
talk-
that Big Z not that good? I'm trying to understand what you're
I
saying.
mean, I feel like he decent, but I feel like we can get somebody better.
Who?
Boy, you crazy.
Who?
What Big Z?
Melo,
But Big Z
Melo,
played.
you just-
Hold on, let me say something. Hold on. Big Z played the whole SEC last year, bro. Big Z wasn't no
No, he
all
didn't.
freshman. What he do?
Big
Play
Z,
half?
Big Z to start playing to January.
That's what I was about to say.
What
bro.
he do
He
in
was
January?
he was
But what he do?
ineligible most of the time.
I got you. But what he do when he got the playing though?
Trying to get his legs up on it. And he
That-
still
I'm
did
looking
good
at the
doing that.
receipts right now.
Bro.
All right, don't be surprised at
Melo.
doing that. I've
Bro,
seen how
we
Cal coached
we
last
talking
year.
about ability right now. We talking about ability and potential right now. You can't go based off the stats last year because he was ineligible for half the year, Melo.
Yeah,
Like
he
we
had-
talking
So-
about
so-
we talking about what we see on film, bro. I'm telling you what I see on film, and I watch a lot of basketball. And I don't usually I'm not perfect. I'm not an NBA scout. I'm not a coach, but I watch sports, bro. And I can tell what ability a person has and what they can bring to the table. There is no big man that I've seen that can pass the ball, shoot the ball, protect the rim, and also post up. Like not recently.
So you ain't seen no other big man could do that.
Tell me
Hey,
who.
hey, Melo.
Arkansas ain't
Big
have
Z. Hey, Melo. After this year, Big Z could be a lottery pick, bro.
Oh, for sure. That's
I'm gonna read my super chats, man, because we gotta bring some order to this conversation, man. Let me read my super chats, man. Hey, man, shout out Big Man Ross, man. Man, he says, I got faith in Coach Cal and what's he gonna do in a new era because he wants something new too. But as long as the Woo Pig podcast still going, then I'm good either way. Love y'all, family. Man, shout out to Big Man Ross, man. Man, we got UL guy. Yeah, he's a Louisville guy. He said Hogs versus Cars when speaking about UK. Salt, love seeing all y'all up again because I get annoyed with people acting like y'all aren't a top 15 program. 20 wins easy. Hey, shout out to my guy, UL guy, man. We appreciate you supporting the channel, man. You gotta put your over under in there. What your Louisville Cardinals gonna do, man? What y'all gonna do? Now,
Nation.
so Big Z, Melo, you saying he not special? He's not that guy. He's not gonna be a difference maker on the field. So Melo, let me ask you this, man. Who out of the guys that we got right now are you most excited about?
I'm excited about Boogie and I'm excited about Knox. Boogie and Knox.
So I'm gonna say this about Knox. No knock against him, but as a player in high school who's probably much bigger than anybody else he's playing against, he shoots 34% from 3-point and 63% from the free throw line. Why you so high on him and not the big man? What we
Have you
say we
seen him
need
play?
every year, all the time. We need a big. We need a big. We need a big.
Have you seen him play?
Yeah, I seen the
Boogie?
tape.
I mean, Knox. You see what
Knox,
Knox
I
do to
seen the
people?
tape. Yeah,
Knox
He can
nasty,
dunk.
bro.
he
Knox
can
gonna
dunk.
get fast, man. Knox gonna be real good, bro. Knox gonna get to the free throw line. Knox gonna be able to do a lot, bro. Watch. You see how Cal run the three? Cal run the 3-man weave on the.
So he had to go talk to a customer. But what's y'all take again? I mean, on these guys, who out of the 4 we got coming in right now, who are you most intrigued about? Who you think gonna be special? Who's gonna be the leader out of these 4?
No problem.
Which way you want to start?
Anywhere, whoever want to take it.
I say Billy Richmond.
Billy Richmond.
That boy got he an offense and defensive player.
Hey, I'm with Box on this one, bro. Last night I did the live with watching Billy Richmond, Billy the Kid. You know what I'm saying? Richmond, bro. He's giving folks nasty work out there, bro. On the high school level, he has a nasty streak about him that Arkansas hadn't seen in quite some time. Not only can he handle the ball, now I will say that the only weakness that I really saw was his shooting. Like from the 3-point range, he's a lefty, but he has like a little hitch in his shot. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a side shot or like a delayed release. But when he puts the ball on the floor and attacks the rim, he's attacking the rim with bad intentions, point blank, period. Like Billy Richmond is my favorite out of the four of them. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think his upside is crazy. Like in my mind, bro, I'm thinking about how they all complement each other. Because Big Boog is a facilitator for sure. Not only that, he can put the ball on the floor and score. Knox is a big body. He's a big body that he'll drive the lane, he'll attack the rim, but he's not very good on defense. Neither one of them is a real good defensive player other than Big Z and Billy Richmond. And that's what stands out to me the most with Billy Richmond. I'm talking about he's slapping balls out the air, like he attacking the backboard. If it hit the backboard, he going for it. Like, I'm all in on Billy Richmond. I ain't even gonna front.
Okay. In Box, you like Billy Richmond. Mello, you Knox. DZ, what say you?
Man, I think for me it's Boogie and Big Z. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Carter Knox and Billy Richmond gonna be fire. But like we said last season, who the point guard? Who the center? Who the big man? That's what we needed. That's what I'm excited about. The rest of those players, those positions can get filled by almost anybody. So I definitely want to see who gon' get the offense moving, and then who gonna get some rebounds and keep us in the game.
Yeah. I'm a
Hey,
What say you, OD?
I'm a point guard person, man. I love a guy who can run the team. So I'm more intrigued at looking at what Boogie gonna be able to do. I need somebody that can run the team. So I know ain't no more Corey Becks, but I need somebody who can facilitate, who can score, who can do it all from the point guard. So I'm looking more at Boogie than any of these other guys. I'm glad we got Big Z because we always need a big, and hopefully we can get that guy from Tennessee. If we can get that guy from Tennessee and the three guys we got, we cooking.
Yeah.
We cooking.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. That's most definitely a starting five type situation, man, because Big Boog is gonna run the point. I think they're gonna put Knox. I think they're gonna put Knox at the 3, man, and I think they might. I mean, who knows? They might run him at the 2, and they might run Richmond at the 3. But then begs the question, who gonna be that 4? You know what I'm saying? Because I think Big Z is gonna be at the 5. I just think that this is a team that complements each other well, but not only that, they're highly touted and highly rated. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm just excited to see what Cal can do with him, man.
I think if they get one of those two centers, Big Z will be the power forward. He won't be playing center. He got too many skills to be locked down on that block.
Did the center from Arizona?
I can also see Davis.
Commit?
Who?
The center from Arizona. Did he already commit to somebody?
Oklahoma State.
yeah,
Busted.
you going to Indiana?
Indiana.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
hey, I can also see Davis, the transfer, being a starting two
Thank you,
guard,
Bob.
and Knox coming off the bench. Boogie at point, Davis at shooting guard, Richmond at small forward, Big Z, and whoever they get at center.
You talking about John L?
Yeah.
everybody's been talking about Jonell Davis, man. I hadn't seen film on him. I didn't even get a chance to watch him in the tournament, but I've heard people bring his name up a whole lot, and they say he the truth.
Let me read these super chats, man. I got a couple of them in the bank here. Zach Fletcher. Appreciate you supporting the channel, man. He says Payne gonna make him Mega Z. I'm assuming he talking about Big Z. He's saying Payne gonna develop him. He hit us with another super chat. He says, "What if Payne makes Big Z Holmgren-ish?" That's a good question. I mean,
I think he can be better. I think he can be better than Chet.
You think he can be better than Chet?
He can put more weight on than Chet. So I think he can be better.
True that.
Chet is not gonna get no bigger than what he already is.
The only gripe I have about that take box is that I don't think his ball handling skills are as good as Chet Holmgren's. You know what I'm saying? But I get exactly what you're saying now. From a big man
enough for a
perspective,
power forward. It's good enough for a power forward or center.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I just don't think that his ball handling will ever be what Holmgren's is. You know what I'm saying?
It don't have to be. He ain't no point guard or shooting guard. He's got to be
true.
respectable ball handler.
That's true.
But he can put more weight on than Chet. So he probably could be a better pro. He still can shoot. He can block shots. He can hold his own down there when he put that weight on.
That's a fact. I agree with you on that.
I mean, from the tape I saw, watching your live stream, Mo, the dude looked nice, man. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like Big Z. He light on his feet. He can shoot the three. Yeah. He on a fast break, throwing it behind the back pass in the corner.
Right.
It hit dude for a three. I'm like, ooh,
right.
For a 7'2" guy?
That's nasty work.
Yeah. So, hey, I'm looking forward to Big Z, man. I think if he can, he averaged 5 points, but I think he can double that easy and average 10, if not more. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm on the Big Z bus, man. I think Big Z gonna be doing special things out here, man. Yeah. Let's see here, man. Last topic of the night. We didn't talk about this one, but after watching spring ball, we had a way too early prediction show, football. After seeing the spring game, do you stand on those early predictions? Now, I don't know if you was on here, Mo. You may not have been on here for that show. But I know me, DZ, and I'm not sure if Box was on here for that show. I'm sure he was. My way too early predictions was 7-5. DZ, what was yours? You muted, DZ.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, my record was 6-6.
Okay. Box, did you have one? Was you on that show?
Yeah, I was 7 or 8 wins.
7 or 8. So
I think he said 7-5.
Yeah.
Did he say 7-5?
I think
Man,
so.
you was the same.
Okay.
I said with a possible 8 wins.
7-5, 6-6. Mo, if you had to throw one out there, what would it be at this point in the early way two predictions?
Man.
And if you can, Mo, if you can, try to say what your prediction was, what you thought it would have been before the spring game, and then after you watched it.
Before the spring game, I like looking at the schedule. Before the spring game, I only see three wins: UAB, and La Tech. Them the only 3 wins I see for sure before the spring game. Point blank. Period. Now, adjusted after seeing the QB Taylor Green, the backup. Mm-hmm. After seeing Jaquindon Jackson in action, an actual functioning offense. You know what I'm saying? A serviceable offensive line in the spring game. I think the team's ceiling right now. It's Worst case scenario, I would say 6-6. Best case scenario, 8-4.
You know why I say 7-5, Mo?
Why?
How bad were we last year?
Terrible.
We won
Absolutely
4 games. We won 4 games. You don't think Petrino is gonna let us score more than 3 points this year?
Oh, absolutely. Ain't no question about that.
So that's 3 more games automatically right there.
I want to agree with that, man, but we comparing apples to apples right now. The apples are Arkansas last year, Arkansas this year. We don't know what Auburn got.
Hey, that is not apple to apples when you got the offensive coordinators we had last year to Petrino this year. That ain't apples to apples, bro.
Okay. I mean, that's a great argument.
That's apple to oranges.
But at the same time, we still don't know what LSU gonna do with Jaden Daniels gone. We don't know what Auburn is gonna do at QB this year. Then we got Tennessee on the road. No, I'm sorry. We got Tennessee at home. Then we got that last game at Texas A&M at Cowboy Stadium. That's always a stupid game. Mississippi State at home. I'll say this. We got UAPB at home, which is we ain't gonna worry about that. But the games that I'm looking at right now that we really need to focus on are Texas A&M, Tennessee at home, LSU at home, Ole Miss at home, Texas at home. Those are gonna be that Texas A&M game is gonna be the linchpin. Now, if we can pull off a win against Auburn at Auburn, I'll give us 8 wins because we'll go into that Texas A&M game with some momentum. But if we lose that Auburn game and we go to Texas A&M and we go to Cowboy Stadium to play Texas A&M, it's gonna be a long season, man. Because I don't see us. I don't think the mentality of Sam Pittman is strong enough to get that team ready to go in the Texas in the Cowboy Stadium after a loss to Auburn. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's keeping us from winning 10 games next year?
Sam
Two
Pittman?
things. No, 2 things. A defense tackle and a nose tackle.
You think that's really the key? You really think that's the key, Box?
You got to be able to keep the pressure off your linebackers. If your nose tackle, defense tackles can't, your linebackers is going to be out of position and fighting 300-pound guys the whole game.
I agree. If we lose the Oklahoma State games, you may as well call it a wrap. They gonna need to go ahead and send Sam Pittman to the house.
That's what
I want you
was
to think
finna say.
about.
That's the biggest game.
I want y'all to think about all the great middle linebackers in the NFL. They all had great defensive tackles and nose tackles.
That's true. That's true. Who did Brian Urlacher have? Who did Brian Urlacher have on the line? OD, I know you know.
Defensive?
Yeah, because what
Alex
the
Brown.
point?
Tommy.
what's
Tommy's last name? He was our 3-tech guy. Then we had I don't know. We had a monster for line. Our defense was always crazy. I can't remember Tommy. Man, he played for Oklahoma.
Hey, Aiden Watson just asked a real good question, y'all. He said, "How many games do y'all think we lose because of field goals this year?"
Oh, see, that's
a great question,
crucial, bro.
Yeah,
That's crucial.
You know, I was thinking
said
about
earlier
it.
he gonna cost us some games.
I was thinking about it. Them guys, honestly, they got a whole summer to get it straight.
yeah.
That's different. That's different than not being able to hold a block on the offensive line, not being able to get to the quarterback on the defensive line, not being able to catch the ball. They just got to sit there and kick. So, I think I was worried about the kicking game. I'm more concerned about the punter because the punter is a difference maker because he can switch the field on you.
That's a
And
fact.
so, if we have to, we can go for it on 4th down. And so, there's this thing about it. If you scoring 7 points, extra point really ain't gonna matter if you're scoring too many of them. I'd rather have 7 points, 3 anyway.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Let me read this super chat here, man. I got a couple super chats. We got Chicken Man in the building. If it's John Tyson, man, send me a check.
That's what I was about to say.
Hey, appreciate you supporting the channel. He says, so if we do go 6+ wins, for football, do we see the floodgates of money open up? No.
No.
Nah.
He answered that at the same time,
Yeah.
OD. No.
I'm gonna get you in a second, C Love. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna entertain this question, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I don't believe money is going to open up. And we said it last time, but we gonna say it again. As long as Sam Pittman is the coach, a lot of the guys with the big checkbooks, they ain't trying to write it for Sam. They gonna make Sam get it out the mud. He gonna have to win with less talent, and Bobby Petrino gonna have to work miracles to get 7, 8, 9 wins. And if anybody can do it, it's Bobby. But let's just say the Hogs have a good season. Let's say they win 8 games, hypothetically here. You know how many D1 jobs is gonna be looking at Bobby Petrino like, hey, we might want to give this guy a shot. And I'm not saying Bobby would leave because I generally think Bobby wants to be here. But if somebody throwing the bag at you at his age, you think he ain't gonna be like, you know what, this is my retirement job right here. I'm gonna go ahead and cash out. So if he does have a good season, Bobby Petrino, hey, he trying to his ADs is hollering at him. They gonna holler at him.
That's a good
What y'all think about that?
man.
I think Bobby love it. I think Bobby it's something about Arkansas that Bobby missed that we don't understand. Cause he been all around the world. He been to the NFL and back a couple times. He been everywhere. For him to even take this opportunity to come back, cause he didn't need this. It's not like he needed a shot in order to get another good job. He just came from A&M, and they had more money than everybody. So I think it's something about this place that Bobby didn't appreciate the first time, and he couldn't wait to get back to. So I think if we win 8 games, if anything, Bobby gonna try to fight to get Pittman up out of here.
Box, what you think?
I think if we win 6, 7 games and another team come calling for Bobby Petrino, they will fire Pittman and keep Bobby Petrino.
That's a good take, Box.
Man, Mo, what you say? I know you answered the question, but kind of expound on what how we took the rest of the conversation.
I mean, for the most part, I think all of us have the same thought process as to why the money ain't coming and what it's going to take for the money to get here. But Box just made a real good point, man. I think that the powers that be with the bread really know that in order for this team to really reach its full potential, Sam Pittman can't be at the head of it. I really don't think that they wanted to hire Sam Pittman in the first place. But I can see a scenario where if Arkansas does win 8 games, 9 games, bro, that'll be exceptional. But we all know the reason why. Everybody in the nation will know the reason why. And at that point, what Box just said is that instead of Bobby Petrino leaving for another job, I think that he would want to stay if they pay him. You know what I'm saying? To run the show. I think that just like you said, Deezy said that he had something here that brought him back. And I think he loves to get the team or the program enough to stay. Maybe I'm wrong because he had some snakish ways in the past, but I think he got unfinished business. I think that he has an agenda when he came to this job. I think he had something on his mind that he wanted to accomplish and set right. And I think that if for whatever reason they get rid of Sam Pittman and put him in that seat, I think he's going to put his best foot forward, man. And it's going to start with him at the offensive coordinator position this year.
Okay. I think Bob Petrino came back for a reason. Sometimes you got to take a lesser position to get to the ultimate goal. I think he wanted to get his foot back in, smooth everything back over, and take that job back.
So, I want to ask a supplemental question, man, with this conversation, man. Are we being fair to Sam Pittman in the way that if he does a great job putting this team together, the hiring of T. Will, the hiring of Bobby Petrino, and we come out smelling like roses, are we being fair to Sam Pittman to say, man, as the CEO of this football team, he has taken us from 4-8 to 8-4. We just talking hypotheticals. And you fired the man. Are we being fair to him?
Bro, we were fair giving him the job in the first place. But the real reason why he needs to go is the fact that he cannot hold the locker room together under any circumstance. The things that he does with NIL does everything but pull the team together. It's pulling players apart. When you got your starting receivers in this Woo Pig chat, like spilling as much of their guts as they can to keep their boy Snacks Johnson, that's a problem. And that starts with the head coach. Yeah, your assistants like hold everything together and spend more time with them. But if you a CEO and you really know what you doing, man, all you got time to do is look at numbers. You should be distributing your money to the players that are gonna make a difference, like a real difference. So I think it's completely fair that we fire his tail if he gives us 8 games.
Hold
on.
What's going on?
There's something going on with the audio here.
Let me know when you're ready.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hey, this is what I think about Pittman. Ed Orgeron, whatever his name was for LSU. Pittman is a poor man Ed. Ed just happened to be on a superstar team to have one of the greatest seasons of college football. Still got fired. They know he wasn't the man for the job.
That's a fact.
And so that's what I think about Pittman. Ed Orgeron is a career defensive line coach. Pittman is a career offensive line coach. Neither one of them should be head coach ever again. That's what Pittman is. He's a poor man Ed.
Boy, y'all wow.
That's real, OD.
Let me read my super chat, man. I got a super chat I got holding. Hey, C Love, man. He wants to know, who is this and where is Box at tonight? Oh, man.
He sure making way too much sense.
Hey, man, y'all give Box some credit, man. Box know what he be talking about, man.
Box is cooking tonight, man. So DZ, what's your take on that, man? You didn't get yours in. I had to read that super chat. Are we being fair to Sam?
I wish I could take this. I wish I can get a video of you saying this and go back in the time and show it to OD.
Asking. You know, I be laying in the bed at night on the computer, and I'm just like, you know, are we being fair to Sam? I mean, you know, I'm asking myself these questions, man. So I want to know what everybody else thinking.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, because I done had plenty of times where I sat back and thought, like, man, at one point I actually was rooting for Sam. What's going on? Like, where did this sudden hate come from? And then I remember last season, I think about Mississippi State on our homecoming game when we couldn't even score anything more than 3 points. I think about that blowout game against Auburn when we got disgusted. I think about the Missouri game at the end of the year where we didn't even have hope. We was just waiting for the season to end, like, please get me out of here. It felt like Chad Morris all over again. And when I think about those things, I'm like, nah, that man deserved everything. And it'd be even different if, like, we was losing and he could come out and be like, yeah, we didn't do this, we didn't do that. He used to be like, I don't know, things of that nature. So, nah, bro, any smoke that Pittman got, sadly, he deserved. We didn't want to give it to him. I think people think that we love talking. Well, we do love talking crazy, but we don't want to have to love to talk crazy. You feel me? We want to, you know, boost up people like, hey, he went crazy tonight. Sadly, since this podcast has been here, we just haven't had many good moments. So, yeah, I think Pittman deserved all smoke, all of it.
This is the thing. If you vote a president in and he sucked, he ain't got but 4 years. He gone. You gave him a chance. Pittman done had his chance. And every time he done prove he don't have the mental capabilities to be a head coach of men. The same player y'all talking about just last year, his guys got caught on video doing some stuff you don't get caught doing. That's his fault.
You talking about the whole Panda Express thing?
Yeah, that's him.
That's a coaching issue, bruh. Exactly.
If you got a leader of your team, that's talking about transferring because think about it,
He ain't even asking for a ton of money. He just want to get paid more. You got a leader on your team that everybody respect, but you gonna go out and get somebody else that they don't have his ability and pay them more. That's a Sam Pittman fight. That's a Sam Pittman. That's him. So, but how much do we gotta wait 10 years before we say, hey, you know what? We tried, Sam. We gave you 10 years. Or can we just cut the card and say, you know what? That baby ain't gonna be able to walk in his life. He's gonna have to be in a wheelchair his whole life.
Dead legs.
We tried. Now I'm still gonna love you. You still gonna be my kid. But you ain't gonna be able to walk. I can't spend no more $100,000 on trying to make you walk again. But I still love you. I'm gonna support you till the day I die. I ain't trying to support Sam Pittman to be the head coach till the day I die. I want him gone.
On Forrest Gump, when the principal came out, I was like, "Your mama sure does love you, boy."
Hey.
Hey, man. Yo.
Oh man.
We done with the night.
Hey man, let me read this super chat, man. I got a couple more, man. Let me get these super chats, man. We got Brandon Freeman, man. We appreciate your supporting the channel, man. He says, salute to Super Dad Deezy, man.
Already.
That's
I
why on the
appreciate
podcast,
that, dog.
man.
It is not easy.
Shout out C Love. He said, let's not forget, nobody wanted this job to coach at Arkansas.
Absolutely.
Nah, hold up now. The dude that coaching Florida State wanted the job.
He wanted
Mike
the job.
Norvell?
Mike Norvell wanted the job. They did not hire him.
He interviewed. They told him
who
now
else
we
wanted
gonna
this
pip
job? What's my guy name? Prime. Coach Prime wanted the job. I understand why they didn't hire him. No, actually, I don't. They didn't want Prime, but they hired somebody else with no head coaching experience. They told Prime he didn't have a head coaching experience, so he went and got the job down here at TSU or whatever school, JSU.
Yeah, Jackson State.
And they gave Sam the job, who didn't have any experience either. So that's two coaches that wanted the job. They didn't give the job to and hire Sam Pittman.
Bro, they could have gave that job to Traylor at Texas State.
Yeah. Just take a moment, man, to think about what that campus would be like if Deion Sanders and Calipari on the same campus, bro.
Boy, Arkansas up.
That would have been insane.
Y'all see who
I
Deion
would've
getting?
moved
The
back to
player Deion
Fayetteville.
getting at Colorado? He would get them same players and more at Arkansas because they play in the SEC.
That's a fact. I don't think that they wanted to hire Deion Sanders because they know that his personality would have been bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying?
And I was
Well,
having a conversation with he's a recruiter. He's a recruiter on the opposite side though. He's not recruiting for schools. He's helping place kids in schools. I was having a conversation with him, and he said, "You know why the Alabamas, the Ohio States, those big name schools, the Georgias." He said, "You know why they are who they are every single year." He said it's because you can guarantee if you go look at them, their 2026 class, they already got commitments. They already recruiting these young guys. He said that's why they're good year after year. He said, I took a guy to Arkansas who is a 2026 player. And Arkansas didn't even say, let me, he's the number 4 overall player at his position in the 2026 class. He said he took him to Arkansas, and Arkansas didn't even say, we like you. We want you here. They told him, we gonna wait and see what you do and develop over the next couple of years.
That don't surprise me. That's a Sam Pittman. That's a Sam Pittman issue, bro. That don't surprise me at all.
That's
And that's a good point, because when you start recruiting kids that young, bro, they kind of grow an attachment. Even though that attachment can change, there's always something there because you were one of the first to get in on the ground level with them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And some of them appreciate that, and some of them have loyalty to that. I mean, you're gonna have to come with that NIL bag when it come down to it, of course. But I mean, to not even look a kid's way, man, that's kind of disheartening, man. I'd be like, okay, bet. I'm gonna go talk to somebody else who will look at me, and I'm gonna come thrash y'all's head in.
Yeah. Man, let me
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
got one more super chat, man. See Love, man. He's supporting the channel big time. He says, man, we all know why they didn't hire Coach Prime.
Yeah, we do.
We didn't want to go there, see Love.
Yeah.
We talking
We
about
definitely didn't wanna
personality, man.
go
We
there.
talking about big personality, man.
Yeah, that's facts right there, man. We know the business. But I mean, honestly though, I think it's time at Arkansas. I think it's
past time. It's past time.
I mean, but if you really think about Arkansas, and I'm gonna keep it a buck out here. I'm gonna go all the way funky with it. When you look at Arkansas, man, Arkansas is like one of the places where you remember from back in the 80s, they had black quarterbacks. Greg Thomas. You don't know who Greg Thomas is? Hey, y'all tap in tomorrow at 2:30. He gonna be on the Woo Pig podcast. We doing an interview live, so y'all make sure y'all tap in. He's the first black quarterback at the University of Arkansas. And this was in the 80s. Then they had Quinn Grovey. Man, Arkansas has had plenty of black quarterbacks. It's time, if they decide to, hire a black coach. I mean, it is what it is. It's time. Ain't nobody gonna care, because you know what matters?
Winning.
Dubs. That's all that
I just
matters.
want to win. I just want to win.
That's it.
Hey,
Nobody cares what color
and
you are
for
when
the
you winning.
record,
But if you losing,
When it come to
Hey.
coaching, Bobby P is black, so we accept him too.
exactly. He like
got
Bill
an
Clinton
invitation
does,
to the
baby.
cookout, man. He got an invitation to the cookout. And we playing Shout It Low when he get there. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh man. So man, let me grab these other couple super chats. Hey, you already know. See love. This is the barbershop.
Well,
Hey.
before you put that up, I was gonna be the black sheep and bring it up, but C Love went over here and bring it up for me, so I ain't have to say nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
Not
I
the
don't
black
care.
sheep.
Hey, that's just so everybody know. I don't mind hurting nobody's feelings. Honestly, I don't. So I was gonna bring it up, but since you put that super chat up before I got to, and I didn't have to.
But to Fishman's point, he said, my bad. I was about to read that, man, and respond to it. But at the end of the day, how much worse could Deion Sanders do than Sam Pittman did? You know what I'm saying? How much worse?
We won't have to worry about no NIL money because he would have brought in more money than NIL would have been paying.
Facts.
Man, hey, we would have had every legend on our coaching staff. Warren Sapp, it would have been amazing, dog. Marvin, oh my God, it would have been crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
I just saw a
think-
graphic. Arkansas, all the states around Arkansas had 20 or 25 5-10 players drafted. I'm confused. Can anybody make this make sense to me? 20 or 25.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad they brought this up because I meant to say something about this. This is the first year in I think 23 years where a Arkansas high school player didn't get drafted. So basically, any of the players that got drafted this year, none of them were originally from my Arkansas high school, and it's the first time in 23 years. So this was a bad drafting year for Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah, but is that the Arkansas fault or the high school football coach's fault of they off season and football programs.
I think it's even deeper than that. Per capita, we've always had the problem of just not producing high-end football players. And I think that's because we lack a dedicated high-end football system. We not like Texas. We not like Georgia. We starting to see things where they starting to open schools specifically for sports. Like, they still learn stuff, but it's, you know how you go to a church school and you got mass and all that? They got basketball camp schools and football camp. So until we start doing some of those higher-end things, I don't think we'll ever fix the problem of not producing great talent.
You know one thing about football, Deezy? It's played 11 on 11. All of them do strength training. All of them do weight training. It's all about the system. Arkansas system is behind everybody else's.
But man, you know, when you go to like Texas, you know, I moved where I currently live from San Antonio. And I just remember when I first moved to San Antonio, I was like, you know, I was riding somewhere with my brother and I was like, hey, what's that college right there? He was like, bro, that's a high school. I'm like, what? The football field was huge. I'm like, I thought they playing on the AstroTurf. And I'm like, the stands look nice. I'm like, they look like a bowl. I'm like, this is crazy. And I moved here where I currently live, and I'm like, oh, that football field look like somewhere, you know, that you would play soccer on in the middle on the Sunday. You got like 100 Mexicans out there playing soccer. That's what the football fields look like here. And it's the same way in Arkansas. The football fields, the facilities, I won't say in Northwest Arkansas. I don't know what they look like up there. But in Central Arkansas, down in the Delta, Camden, Stuttgart, Fordyce,
Bruh.
They big trash.
Anything below Little Rock in Arkansas is dead. Let's just put that out there.
Facts.
But I will say this. I live in Dallas, right? In like a suburb of Dallas specifically. And in my suburb, they have a bond that's supposed to be voted on right now so that every high school in my town will have an upgraded football facility. Bro, in Allen, Texas, they done spent millions on a football stadium, bro. You got DeSoto down here. You got Duncanville. Bro, I went to the high school championship games this past year, bro. I've never seen high school football game played on that level like that. I'm talking about all of them were balling. They look like legitimate mini college football teams, bro, and it ain't like that in Arkansas, man. I mean, there is a literal difference. Not necessarily, I would say that I don't think that Arkansas has the resources that these states have. Like, down here, they got kids in sports year-round, bro. Like, if you ain't playing basketball, you playing baseball. If you ain't playing baseball, you playing soccer. If you ain't playing soccer, you playing something. You in track. Like, these kids get cross-training year-round, bro. And then when they get to junior high and high school, they put all those talents together to go to one sport, basketball or football or baseball. But the fact of the matter is, man, they breed athletes down here, dog. It ain't like that in Arkansas. They don't have the resources, bro. Not especially below Little Rock. They don't have the resources, dog. Mm-hmm. They got the raw talent, but the kids ain't got the resources, and they go do other stuff like hit the streets. You know what I'm saying? You know how many star athletes that sell dope? That sell drugs in South Arkansas?
Yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do with resources. That got something to do with what they growing up around.
Man, what? Nah, Box,
Your
I disagree
resources.
with that.
I disagree.
No, well, let me tell you. Hey, resources.
disagree with that, Box.
Resources and what you got to do after football is different. Resources is what they giving you to work on in school. Now, the other stuff you talking about is after school projects.
Nah, dog. Let me say this, bro. Go ahead, Deezy. Go ahead and cook, man, because I disagree with that, Box.
I'm gonna let you cook. I guess my only thing to say is this. Only reason I gotta disagree with that, Box, is because look at Florida, look at California. It's kids coming out of South Central. It's kids coming out of Jacksonville, Florida, where it's jumping. I mean, the gang activity is crazy. The streets is ugly, but it's so much money that you could drive right up the road and you can truly see your future. You can see these big $1 million homes and these stores that you and your family could never afford. Like in Little Rock, you look up and it's a closed lid. So let me explain y'all something. Y'all know why DeMar Rosen made it out?
Why?
Because the gangs told him, bro, you ain't gang banging. You go get that money. That's how he made it out.
Yeah, that's true.
Arkansas
We don't
ain't got
that
that.
down here though.
That's what DeMar Rosen was in the gangs. Marshawn Lynch was in the gangs. Damon Leonard was in the gangs. But when they see money, they're going to say, look, bro, you ain't doing this. You go get that money. But the
Who
street
got the money in
gang,
Arkansas?
hey, check this out. The gangs ain't resources. What y'all talking about resources? Football is a resource.
We talking about the resources of the facilities being provided to these young men. We're not talking about the resources that they can get from selling dope or any of that. We talking about they're not provided the facilities that these other states are providing.
They
That
can.
part.
They
And
can.
not only that, to that point, OD, we talking about after school programs that you still playing some type of activity or sport, bro. Like, I'm from Camden, Arkansas, bro. And I say this with my whole entire chest. I've seen every single time I go home, kids with nothing to do. You got athletes down there, yeah, if they stand out, they gonna pull them. But I'm telling you, man, them kids have nothing to do but get in trouble.
Let me
those
explain
kids-
y'all. I'm gonna name some schools for y'all. Just these schools. There ain't no reason they shouldn't be pulling out talent because they got the money to do this. Bryant, North Little Rock, Cabot, Conway, Fort Smith. Cabot got money, bro. Don't disrespect Cabot. They got money.
They got
Fort Smith,
but they don't
Fort
got
Smith,
they don't got Bentonville, Fayetteville money.
Hey, Fort Smith, Springdale, Fayetteville, and Bentonville. Those schools right there got the resources to put out talent. So don't say Arkansas ain't got it.
I got a
His
first-hand argument.
His school got it.
Bro, we
I got a
talking about
first-
below Little Rock.
Bro,
Below
even
you
Little
talking about
Rock,
Warren?
y'all,
You talking about Warren?
Listen to me, bro. Please listen to me. This is a first-hand experience. I'm finna show y'all a story that showed me the difference between Central Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas. It's night and day. I will never forget. I went to Bryan High School. I played under Coach Paul Cali. Shout out Coach Cali because I know he be watching this sometime. That's my guy. But I wasn't a scrub. I was in Hooten's article. I had Hooten articles every year. Anyways, I remember my senior year, we finally got, or was it senior? Maybe senior or junior year, we finally got turf. Matter of fact, it was junior year. And Brian had spent a whole lot of money. We finally got turf. We used to have a mud bowl. It was nasty. And we were, mind you, I'm at Bryan. We wanted the bigger schools in Central Arkansas. The only school with more money than us at that time was Central. And they sucked at football, so they wouldn't put money into it. But Bryan was like, we was the top of the 7A. 7A is the highest division Arkansas has. I will never forget making it to the playoffs and going up to Bentonville. When I walked inside that stadium, bro, them boys ran out to dried ice. They had machines that shot out dried ice and they crashed. Like, I never seen a stadium like that in my life. That was some Texas type stuff. And I came from Bryan. I remember we used to play against J.A. Fair and these other schools, and they like, Bryan, I got some money. And then for me to then go to a Northwest Arkansas school and be like, what the freak is this? Bro, you know how you got they had a little videos at college games that show like, oh, these are your old linemen. But they had that in high school.
Yep.
What? Bro, my announcer didn't even know my name, and I was getting looked at by colleges. Like, nah, bro. Northwest
real.
Arkansas is
And I'm
good.
gonna tell you like this.
Let's park this conversation here for just a second, man. Let's park the conversation here for Mo.
Deezy and Mo. Mo, you from Camden, right?
I'm gonna hit
Let
this
OD
to most.
let OD get
He's
in.
trying to overtalk me. I'm just gonna keep hitting this. I'm gonna read my super chat, man. Jesus. Hey, Aiden Watson. He says Arkansas high school coaches love playing whoever mom running the concessions stand that night. They don't care about player development.
Whoever got them nachos, whoever serving nachos, getting that business, that TBB treatment.
Now, I do want to go back to this comment that I've had hanging down here for a while, man. One thing, DLOB 2010, he says one thing: Arkansas has a incredibly low black population as compared to our neighboring southern states. Now, if you look at the dynamics of the NFL, 53.8% 5% of players in the NFL black, 24% white, 16 mixed race, 1.8 is Hawaiian or other, and 9% not disclosed. So, I see what I get what he's saying. If we got 25% black population in the state of Arkansas, what's the likelihood that we really gonna be out here producing big talent to go to the NFL or to the next level? Because
It's all about the school.
all
Sean
about the
Andrews
school.
from Canada. Sean Andrews from Canada Fairview. Mo know what's down there. How can they produce it and other cities can't? So don't give me nothing about that crap. It can happen. It's all about what the school do to that student, what the school, what the head coach put that student through training, all that.
Yeah. And
Sean
hell,
Andrews
Sean
was
had
one of the best. Sean Andrews one of the best offensive linemen to ever come through Arkansas and in
And I was about to
NFL when
say-
he played.
And I was about to say, Sean had a brother named Stacy that was bigger than him that never played a down of football in college or high school and was an NFL tackle as well.
Sam
So you don't
Jones
have
says
to have.
Sam Jones says, don't forget the number one prospect in Arkansas at the time, Kill Frazier, brought his team to San Antonio and almost got 100 points put on their head.
It's
I
different.
also
dog.
seen big
It's
time
levels.
schools come to Arkansas and get points put on their head.
I'm going to say this, man. It ain't not one school in Arkansas, high school, that can compete with some of the best teams that I've seen play in Dallas, bro. I don't know a team in Arkansas, don't matter the resources they got, that's going to compete with Duncanville or DeSoto.
Brian was tough. You can't sit here and say Brian was tough.
Brian was on the way, but then they lost their coach. You know, he at Conway now.
When Buck James left, Brian was that team.
Buck James changing lives. Hell, let's hire Buck James. Everywhere he
But
go,
that's
he
what
win.
that's what I was saying. The coach is the culture. If you ain't got the coach, you ain't got the culture. You ain't got the commitment.
Hey, but think about this too, though. Every great Arkansas coach that had a scandal put on their name. Every single one.
Yeah, but North Little Rock ran a great coach out because he didn't want to sell hot dogs.
Yeah, he was fired. Where he at now?
Where that, Central?
I thought he was at Pulaski Academy or something.
No, Lucas at Pulaski Academy.
Well, man, it's been a great show, man. We made a good show out of this, man. We had a lot of conversation, a lot of different topics, man. We appreciate everybody who came out, support the channel, man. And lightning, it looked like daytime out there. That lightning hit so tough. But man, I appreciate everybody for rocking with us. If you haven't done so, man, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We know if you in the chat game, we already know you hit that like button. I'm gonna tell you some people in the chat I want them to pull up, man. Sam Jones, hey, we want you to pull up, man. You always in the chat game. We need you to pull up.
Man, apparently he knows some folks, man. He said his folks in Luann, shoot. Hey, that's where I got my groundwork at.
You don't know Luann unless you from down that way.
Right, exactly.
I want to see Fish, man. I need you to pull up. Nima, I need you to pull up. The transplanted Texan, we need you to pull up.
Your transplanted Texan is my guy, man. Him, Woo Pig, Double O, they hold it down for sure.
Matt, we need you to pull up. Yeah, I want to see Chad Mackey. We need you to pull up. We need some people to pull up in the chat, man.
I think Nima gonna pull up Monday. Yeah, Nima gonna pull up Monday. I ain't even talk to him. He gonna pull up Monday.
Hey, shout out to Chad
I always
Mackey, man.
thought
Thank you
Nemo was a
for the
box
super
burner
sticker, man.
account.
You said what?
I said I always thought Nemo was just box burner account.
Yeah. Little Rock Parkview, Parkview good in Arkansas, but they go to Texas, they gonna get that business. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say
they
one
different
time
out there, man. They different.
Yeah.
But
It is.
But man, again, appreciate everybody for rocking through, man, rocking with us, man. Man, anything else y'all want to say before we get up out of here, man?
Hey, appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Hit that like button on the way out. Shout out to the Woo Pig, baby. And, you know, we're going to keep it rocking.
For sure, man. And let everybody know, man, come check out the Hog Wild podcast, man. Hog Wild Reactions with your boy SEC Mo, man. Box be coming through. My bros at the Woo Pig podcast, they be coming through.
Absolutely.
Hey, we had a good time last night, man. I hit a record, man. I had like 73 people on live with me last night, man. I felt good.
That's lit. That's lit.
When you
That
going
boy
live
about,
again?
hey, he was about to cry. I was about to cry with him.
Hey, man. Hey, that was sentimental, bro. You gotta understand, man. When you on the grind like this, bro, it mean a lot, man, that people support you like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they be rocking, man. I'm gonna go live, man, probably Monday, man. Whatever day y'all don't go live. I don't like to compete with my bros, man. I like to jump in with y'all. But
Man, you know, we go live on Mondays, but we go live like at 8:30. So I think you usually go live like 7.
yeah, I try to go before y'all, man. So I'm probably gonna do a John L. Davis highlight probably tomorrow, man. Everybody been talking about John L. Davis. I want to go ahead and get them highlights in, man. So y'all rock with your boy.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For sure.
Well, man, before we get up out of here.
Hey, I want to get a shout out, OD.
All right, hold on. Let me bring you back. There we go.
I want to get a shout out to DZ because a lot of black men don't do what you're doing. So I appreciate you showing black men how to actually raise their kid, because that is a lost art right now.
Appreciate that, Doc.
It is.
And
Appreciate
you
that for
showing
real.
it on live that you're a real father. That's what the black community is missing right there. Real fathers. So I appreciate you coming on live with your kids, showing what a father's supposed to do.
Hey, I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that mean a
absolutely.
lot
Most
to me
people will be
as a
like,
kid.
"Hey, you can't bring your kid on the pod, man. You messing up the audio, man." Wait, black people understand, bro. We ain't people in general understand, but mostly I would say for us, man, we love seeing it. We all fathers here on this screen right now. I'm sure there's a lot of fathers in the chat. Man, I tell you, man, taking care of our kids, man, it means more to us than people will let you believe. It means the world to us. So, man, salute to DZ, man.
Appreciate that, dog. Hey, if it was up to me, she wouldn't be on here. She's supposed to be asleep, but you know how it go.
Hey, man, I got a secret. It's
she
called
sleep?
Benadryl, baby.
Oh, she sleep. DZ, she sleep. You ain't got to worry about that. She knocked out.
Bruh, you ain't lying. My son ran in mid-live yesterday with 2 pennies stuck to his head. I'm like, man, what is going on?
Hey, Nisha said, bring her to me, DZ. I'll take care of her. Uh-oh. No, hey, Nisha, we not gonna start though. We not gonna start nothing here. Last time we got boxed in trouble. Last time we
Not
started that.
TBD. Now it's gonna be TBD instead of TBB.
Oh my God, man. Let me read my deal here, man. We gonna get up out of here, man. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Hit the like button if you ain't done so. Right now, we have 192 people on YouTube right now, 127 on Twitter. I know Twitter can't like. Oh, y'all can like. Make sure y'all tap the screen. 192 people right now. If you ain't done so, you can hit the like button. You ain't even got to have an account to hit the like button. Make sure you hit that like button before you get up out of here. Now, I am going to shout my wrong one. I'm going to shout my sponsors out, man. Hey, I got to get you guys to get on this thing called Insurance Max. You need to get it. They got it all. Auto, home, commercial. Man, they even got life insurance, man. You got to get it. Hey, call them up today. Don't wait. Free, no obligation quotes. Secure your future, man, with Insurance Max, where protection meets affordability. You got to dial now. Well, when they open, 870-534-2823. Man, let them know you heard it on the Woo Pig podcast, baby. And then we can't forget our guys, 3M Electric. They've been rocking with us since the beginning when we ain't had hardly nothing in the bank, man. Nothing but a bunch of bills coming. Man, 3M came through. Hollered at your boys, man. They your trusted commercial and residential electrical contractor as a SDVOSB. They're dependable and reliable with no job too big or small. When it comes to your electrical needs, contact 3M Electric, 479-408-9865. And you too, let them know you heard it on the Woo Pig. And Our newest sponsor, Remax Platinum. Man, they serving Central and South Arkansas. I know you need a house, man. You better call my girl, man. Hassle-free. Man, she gonna get you taken care of, her and her team. Client satisfaction, top priority. If you buying, selling, or investing, Melody and her team, man, they got you taken care of. They're gonna make your journey smooth and successful. Hit her up, 501-366-4407. Again, 501-366-4407. And let Remax Platinum turn your dreams, your real estate dreams, into reality, man. Well, man, again, I appreciate everybody for coming out and rocking with us. Everybody in the chat game, YouTube and Twitter, man, we appreciate everybody 100%. Man, this has been a great year on the pod, man. We just went over our 1 year just a few weeks ago, man, and everybody, all 3,242 people we got subscribed, man. We appreciate every last one of y'all. Because, man, I promise you it wouldn't be possible without you guys. Thank everybody for the super chats, man, and supporting the channel. Man, what else I got? I think that's it, man. Don't forget to tap in tomorrow, man. We got a live stream. If you ain't seen the one from today, make sure you go check that out. It's 30 minutes. And we got, Hog fans, we got a dog. Y'all got to go check him out, man. Good heart. Hey, check him out, man. That's all I got to say. But tomorrow we got another one, 2:30. First black quarterback in Arkansas Razorback history. He going to come through and kick it with us. We're going to talk to him. We're going to have a conversation. So make sure you pull up for that. Man, with that being said, baby, we going to holler at you, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, it's the 501, baby. You know how we get down on the Whoopin' podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G